Yo guys, it's Reulan with the noobshack here, and today I'm going to go over hacker news. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while, just going over the top 30 articles or the front page, in other terms, seeing what resonates with me. I've worked in the tech industry for about 10 years, half of it in Silicon Valley, so it's been pretty cool going through those experiences, seeing it from a software engineering and DevOps perspective, so technical infrastructure as well as like coding day to day. I've done front end, back end, DevOps infra at small teams, at large teams, multi like ISPs that you know of, and then startups that maybe you don't. So I just want to go over some of the news here and see what resonates with me. So I'm just going to go by headlines, that kind of is something that pops out here. Also, URL, Stack Overflow. So I'm like, okay, that seems cool. Writing by hand is still the best way to retain information. I like writing in memo books, journals, but I don't really do it too much nowadays. So, yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Oops, sorry about that. Seventh mass extinction, not sixth, okay? I know the dinosaurs was one. Don't really know. What about that? Wait, is this ironic or what? Socrates on the forgetfulness that comes with writing. I swear that I didn't plan this or anything. It's the best way to retain information, but Socrates was like, you're forgetful when you write. Okay, there's paradox or something that's not lining up. That's awesome to see. It's just, I like those ironic moments. Okay, being okay with not being extraordinary, which is everybody has idols they want to kind of be like or be close to. And it's really hard to get away from, oh, I'm not good enough, or, thoughts that just like maybe haunt your mind because you see other people do it and it's like, why can't I? But everybody's got their own path they got to go down. Just nobody else is going to do your path or walk your path except you. So get to it. But, that's something I feel like I've struggled with a little bit. So I like that. WASMer 3.0, like WebAssembly something, maybe. I don't know what that is specifically. Interactive guide to Flexbox. That seems kind of familiar, but don't know. Puzzle games. Lost 8th century Japanese medical text by Buddhist monk has been found. What kind of medicine was out there back then? That's kind of cool. I like knowing lore for just like game design purposes. Read about like medieval fights or peerage for like UK kingdoms, heraldries. It's for like a medieval fantasy world. I think is really interesting to read about. And then sci-fi for like Shadowrun and Cyberpunk are things I've been reading more and more about, because I'm trying to design something in that world. But that's cool. 8th century, like ancient medical texts, even thinking about your own settings, like ancient history, I think is so fascinating. So Ruby concurrency is hard. Ruby on Rails contributor. I'm surprised that this is still going. 10 years ago when I was in college, I was like, oh, Ruby on Rails. It's got like the model view control MVC. I'm pretty sure it was something like that. I was like, whoa, this seems... I had no idea about how to use it and still don't. Okay, let's see. That's kind of cool. I'll see this. See what usernames I can find for Reulan and noobshack. Yeah, I agree with this. This is actually gives whoever is trying to attack your account, or it's just like more precise information. If you fail a username login or fail a password login, you should just be like, authorization not allowed or failed. Should be the same error message because it's more ambiguous. Well, that's actually, I guess what that means. Failed to log in. Genericize it more? Okay. Yeah. I had to think about that. Okay. What if we talked about over 60s screen time as we talk about young people's? Interesting. Yeah. How do they use their screens? Don't know. Are there charts? Visualizations? That would be very cool. Let's see. README. Oh, nice. Product Manager, API Product Manager. That's cool. I'm a fan of APIs myself, and I like READMEs. Not a product manager. Lock convoys. Functional. Ooh, okay. Dynamic functional programming. This is kind of like I've never really known when to do functional programming. There's Haskell, functional Python are the two that come to mind for functional programming, but I've never used it. I knew a guy who was super, super talented, really good at Haskell, would like build Gentoo by source like on a weekly basis, if not nightly. And dot files, insane Vim setup. Like I learned a lot about dot files from that guy. So yeah, functional programming. All right, let's see what's next. Enlightenment and lighting controls. Huh. I don't know what Yahoo Pipes is. A toy example of Bayesian hyperparameter optimization on parallel cloud VMs. That's a lot. Cloud VMs cooked me, but I know this is some kind of like algorithm for it's like email filtering, like Bayesian or something like that. Or I don't know. I've seen that term before, but I can't tell you what it is. So, yeah, those are the things that kind of stuck out to me in the top 30s. You see all the URLs here and kind of just got a brief take on what I want to see. But now I'm just going to quickly go over this. Okay, the paradox articles here. Okay, why writing by hand is still the best way to retain information. Okay, critical data engineering task that needs to be completed. Data engineering to finish the tasks. Missing information necessary for my data model. Whoa. No one can answer my question. Hit me. I should have done the notes. All right. So if I didn't do the notes in the meeting, I wouldn't be able to understand and recall the information. Okay. Keeping documentation for a whole organization, day-to-day process, programming, businesses, client changes, macro levels, individuals consume new information, minute by minute basis. We can learn that we need to more information, retention, cognitive recall. Okay, right. So by retaining the information or like listening to it and regurgitating it onto paper, you get better insight retention because you're doing the process of like, oh, I need to think about it to write it down instead of like, oh, it goes through one ear, out through the other ear. It goes in your mind briefly, but like when you're writing about it, it's like you have to actively think about it because I'm making motion, so I don't know. You just saw me do whatever motions, but it's part of it. Yeah. Okay. So that's the forward for that, or the beginning. Yeah, let's see. I don't want that. Let's just go. Let's write it down. Knowledge. Straight to the punchline. This is just like a play or something like that. Well, obviously not play. It's just like strict philosophy. Play. There are plays about Socrates, but I don't know. I'm not reading great enough for this right now. I'm like, oh, this is not the format I wanted to see. Okay. Words of an oak. I deserve that, huh? Maybe got insulted or something like that. Oh, painting. I see. Huh. Okay, I think this might be it. So the same is true of written words. You think they're speaking as if they had some understanding, but if you question anything that hasn't been said because you want to learn more, it means you're gonna ask the same thing forever. You're going recursively because it's like, all right, how do I verify the words? Oh, these pictures show me how to verify the words? All right, how do I verify the pictures? This person who had an etching in just lines on the wall that aren't really deciphered but can be interpreted. But how do I know that person who interpreted, his interpretation is right? Is that what you're talking about? So, get it, right? At some point, you're just going to have to ask or be like, all right, that's true. What is the truth? That's insane. And he said that how long ago? And that's a thought I've never had. All right, well. All right, so when it has been once written down, everything in discourse roams about everywhere, reaching indiscriminately with those understanding and no less has business with it, and doesn't know to whom it should speak and who it should not. That is true. People's words can be misinterpreted based off their audience. That's what he's saying. Like, I could say, I am the best ever in Valorant to my friends, and they would be like, there's no way. They would know that's a joke because, like, I don't play that game. But if I said that to Twitter, people would just probably flame me, be like, what are you talking about? This guy's the best, or show me gameplay, or there's like a different audience there. They would interpret it all differently. Everybody has their own association for written down words because it loses context along the way. That's why I was talking about pictures, and that's why he's talking about paintings, because they're both contextual type things. Okay. I didn't mean to get philosophical, whatever this is, insightful about the world and questioning things, philosophical. But that's what kind of just came through the article after skimming it and trying to understand what's going on. So, and when it is faulted and attacked unfairly, it's needed to father support. Alone, it can neither defend itself nor come to its own support. Dang, Socrates. I understand why people talk about you. You're saying this? You're like, this is the... Dang, man. This, like, here... People are young. It's easy to listen to an oak or a stone. If I was telling the truth. But it doesn't make a difference to you. It's like an insult, dude. He's insulting him in the most wise way. And this guy gets it. It's like, oh, you're calling me an oak or a stone? I'd be like, wow, yeah, man, you are like, uh-huh. And then he just gets obliterated. Oh my. Okay, guys. I'm done with those two. Yeah, first place winners, billionaires, artists. Yeah. Okay, inspiration. You got. That's what I was saying. You gotta look up to your idols. Show us what's possible. Don't feel inspired when you see extraordinary. Disappointed. This is the flip side. I feel it's two sides to the same thing. Okay, so you're comparing yourself to the normalized, because I mean, every day on these talk shows, there's gonna be new guests, and they're gonna have their own stories. And there's so many people, billions of people in the world. There's gonna be a lot of extraordinary people. So, and then multiply that by 100,000, 1,000, no, 100 or 1,000, I should say, not comma as an additional value, and that's how many people are gonna be like lower than that. So, yeah, this mentality is self-defeating. Yeah, nobody's exactly. You all got your own path to go through, and it is all relative. We gotta redefine extraordinary. Interesting. Limitations, constraints. Yeah, I think doing the highlight might be able to help speed this up. Permanent. Yeah, it doesn't have to. Yeah, a lot of people are just like, oh, look how much money I have. Oh, look how much this costs. Look how much I can spend on Twitter. Oh, I shouldn't be saying this. I want to make this about Twitter. But, okay. Actually, maybe it's a good segue. Yeah, it's so cool. Yeah, so inspirational. Extraordinary should not be the end goal. Yeah, it's like, what do you want to do? Like, for me, it's like game development. I want to make a game. I want to make some music. I want to connect with people that I think are awesome. I want to be able to sustain, have a roof over my head or whatever, I think that's extraordinary to me. And then once I have those things, it's like my definition of extraordinary changes a little bit. So I definitely think my first, extraordinary 10 years ago was, if I told myself I was here, it's extraordinary. I feel like everyone's made some mistakes along the way, but it's like, I'm definitely better off now than I was 10 years ago. So, can't complain. Medicinal text. Okay. I gotta see where it traveled from. Multiple attempts to travel there. Okay. It's a 2009 text. Wow. Soups, powders, pills, ointments, rice wine. Treasure trove of new information. High quality herbs that feel and taste good. I don't think those are good qualities, technically. But not to use alternative medicine materials. Choose the right urgent. Okay, herbal and seasonal. Each medicine should carefully be identified: the eyes, nose, tongue, looking, hand touch. Wow, you got specific. Other methods that ensure good medicinal materials are used. I don't think that word existed back then. Okay. So you got dowsum as well. So I don't really know about herbal medicines, but it seems like you got a whole process. You gotta choose the right type. You gotta create. You gotta have the water hot enough. You gotta soak it. And then you gotta take it twice. Drinking half the bowl each time. Huh. So the herbal medicine is soaked for 1 to 2 hours, then boiled, then it's done. Drink it, and then you reboil it, or it's just like you just drink it cold. I don't know. That's cool. So you have more poultices. I kind of get Alwyn, Octopath Traveler, Alchemist. Alvin? What's his name? Alvin, yeah. Alvin Greengrass. Okay. Heather Burns. This was... Okay. Oh, okay. UK's obsession about screen time. Brutality from the... Okay. Oh, scroll down to the line. Yeah, I do. I do want to scroll down. Heather, what is the main? Ah. Sure. Nice, Glasgow, Scotland. That's cool. I've been to the airport there. So pretty much, yeah, if young people are going to be judged for their screen time, you have to judge people who are older for their screen time as well. At probably the same rate, you know? So, kind of understood that at the title. Oh, I don't know if I can read this. Oh, is this Python? Oh. That's cool. Yeah, so Python and Haskell were one of the two.